Ambarīṣa Edina Jamini Jagire Sita Atapam Bhakabharīṣa Edina Jamini Jagire Vipale se vino kripana jorajana Vipale se vino kripana jorajana Chapala sukhala lahire Edhana yauvana putra parijana Itheke ache parati tire Edhana yauvana putra parijana Itheke ache parati Edhana yauvana putra parijana Iteke ache parati tire Samala tala jala jivana talamala Kamala dala jala jivana talamala Kamala dala jala jivana talamala Bajahu hari padani tire Savana kirtana smarana bandhana Bhagavata sevana Savana kirtana smarana bandhana Bhagavata sevana dasyare Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pada Sevana Dasyare Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana 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 Govinda Dasa Abhilasha Re Govinda Dasa Abhilasha Re Jahure Nana Sinandanandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare Jahure Nana Sinandanandana Abhaya Charana Ravindare. Oh mind, just worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda.
which make one fearless. Having obtained this rare human birth, cross over this ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons. Both in the day and at night, I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain, for a fraction of flickering happiness. For a fraction of flickering happiness, I have uselessly served weak and miserly men. What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore, you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. Therefore, we should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. It is the desire and great longing of Govinda Dasa to engage himself in the 9 process of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of Lord Hari and chanting those glories, constantly remembering him and offering prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, worshipping him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend and completely offering the Lord one's very self. So finally we know that Durvāsā Muni went to Vaikuntha. He went to Brahmaloka, is not sick and he didn't find any hope in Kailasha also. Then he came to Vaikuntha. Tato niraso Durvāsā padam bhagavato yayau vaikuntakyam yadadhyaste Srinivasa Sriyasaha. So Vaikuntha, the Lord is called as Srinivasa and Lakshmi is Shriya. Srinivasa Sriyasaha. So Padam Bhagavato Yayau Vaikuntakyam Yadadhyaste. Thereafter, being disappointed, Nirashaha, even in taking shelter of Lord Śiva, Durvāsā Muni went to Vaikuntha Dhama, Vaikuntakyam, it is called Vaikuntha Dhama, where the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, Srinivasa, resides with his consort, Shriya, the goddess of fortune. So finally he went there and took shelter of the Supreme Lord. Sandahyamano jitashatra tatpadamule patita save patuhu Ahachutananta sadipsita prabho Kritaga sammavasi vishvabhavana. Sandahyamanaha means he is being burned by the scorching heat of Ajita Shastra Vahnina. That Vahni, that heat is coming from Ajita Shastra, the weapon of the Lord, that is Sudarśana Chakra. Then what he did? Tatpada mule patitaha. He fell down at once on the feet, lotus feet of Lord Viṣṇu. Tatpada mule patitaha. He fell down at the feet of Lord. Savepatuhu means he is trembling and already burnt by the scorching heat of that Sudarśana Chakra, and he fell down. Aha Achyuta Ananta Sadipsita Prabhu. He was addressing the Lord. What did he was addressing? Achyuta, oh Achyuta, Ananta, Sadipsita. Sadipsita, Sad means devotees, Ipsita means desired by. Sadipsita means desired by devotees or worshipped by devotees. And Prabhu, oh Supreme Lord, Ma Avahi, please protect me, Kritagasam, I made a blunder, I made a mistake. Vishwabhavana, oh Supreme Lord of the universe. He is telling that please forgive me, please protect me. Like this, Durvāsā is Ajanata te paramanubhavam kritam mayagam bhavatah priyanam videhi tasya pachitim vidhatah. Muchetayannam nyudite narakopi. Durvāsā is very intelligent. And he is telling the Lord, he called the Lord as Achyuta, Ananta, Vishwabhavana, Prabhu, like this. He called and he is telling that Muchetayannam nyudite narakopi. Even somebody in Naraka also, hellish planets, if one they chant your name, they will be relieved. And he is telling that I should be relieved. O my Lord, O Supreme Controller, without knowledge of your unlimited prowess, ajanata te paramanubhavam, I have offended your most dear devotee, bhavatah priyanam kritam mayagham. From me there is a sin incurred, from me there is an offense incurred, aparadha incurred. So I made this mistake. Very kindly save me. Videhi tasyapachitam vidhataha. Very kindly save me from the reaction of this offense. You can do everything. For even a person is fit for going to hell, you can deliver him simply by awakening within his heart the holy name of your Lordship. Muchetayannam nyudite narakopi. Not only not uttering from the lips, but even if he is in the heart, somebody thinks about the holy name of the Lord, even if he is in the hellish condition or about to go to hell or even in hellish planet, that person will be delivered immediately. So please deliver me. I made a mistake towards Ambarish Maharaja. I committed this great offense. So Durvāsā is praying like this. When he was praying, he was going down, touching the feet of the Lord. Let's see what the Supreme Lord said now. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aham Bhakta Paradhino Yasvatantra Ivadvija Sadhubirgrasta Hrudayo Bhaktair Bhakta Janapriya. See what is he telling? Dvija, O Brahmana, O Durvāsā, with lot of respect the Lord is telling to him, Aham Bhakta Paradinaha, I am actually under the control of my devotees. Here see, Lord Krishna under the control of Mother Yashoda. He is telling, Aham Bhakta Paradinaha, I am simply controlled by my devotees. He asvatantra iva, just like swatantra means independence. No, we know that Independence Day, Swatantra Dinotsava. Asvatantra iva, I have no independence. I am not at all independent. I am simply controlled by my devotees. Sadhubir grasta hridayaha. Grasta hridaya means, hridaya means heart. Grasta hridaya means lost heart. I lost my heart. Generally we see some people wearing t-shirts. I lost my heart in Vrindavan. That's only on t-shirt, not on the heart. Yeah. But anyway, the Lord is telling, Sadhubir grasta hridayaha. I lost my heart to the sadhus. They have stolen my heart. Like, no, that means they are only inside my heart and they love me so much. Sadhubir grasta hridayo bhaktair bhakta janapriyaha. Bhaktair bhakta janapriyaha. What to speak of my devotees? Even those who are devotees of my devotee are very dear to me. He is telling that the Lord is Bhaktair Bhakta Janapriya, not just the devotees. What to speak of devotees? I lost my heart even to those people who render service to my devotees. Yeah. In one place in Adi Purana, I think there is a verse, it says that those who say my devotees are not my devotees, but those who are my devotees of my devotees, those are my devotees. In fact, this is the philosophy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. He said that Gopi Bhartru Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dhasa Anudhasaha. We also read from many Vaishnava scriptures a similar statement. Tad Bhrutya Bhrutya Paricharaka Bhrutya Bhrutya Mam Smara Lokanadha. This is by Kulashekar Alvar. He says in Mukunda Mala. The servant of servant of servant of servant of 7 times he says that of the servant. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy is also same thing. servant of the servant. Yeah. In fact, I remember one book when Tamal Krishna Maharaj wrote one book. He has titled it as Servant of the Servant. Yeah, where he probably was the first one to write, other than Prabhupada Leela Amrit, which Prabhupada gave permission to write, where Satswarup Das Maharaj took lead. But I think he is the first one wrote about Srila Prabhupada. Now, in fact, one interesting thing is that now in this world, most of the biographies, there is not so many biographies about anybody else. That is there only about Srila Prabhupada. So many books, still they are coming and many more are coming. No other religious leader had so many biographies as much as that Srila Prabhupada had. Naham atmanamasase madbhaktai sadhubirvina Shriyam chatyanti kim brahman Esham gatiraham para. Again he is telling Brahman, O best of the Brahmanas. See one important point. What is the meaning of Brahmana? Anybody knows? And you don't say? Anyone else? Brahma janati iti Brahmana. Means one who knows Brahman, one who knows Brahman. So the Brahmana, sometimes he is also called Brahman because he knows Brahman. Yeah, he is telling, you know, but you don't know the secret. You know me, but you don't know the secret. He is telling, O best of the Brahmanas, without saintly persons for whom I am the only destination, I do not desire to enjoy my transcendental bliss and my supreme opulences. Shriyam cha atyantikam madbhaktair sadhujanair vina na aham atmanam asashe. I don't aspire to enjoy even my 6 opulences. Yeah. In one sense, in Sriyam, even Lakshmi, yeah, without my devotees. I only want to relish anything in the presence of my devotees. Otherwise, I don't even care about the 6 opulences, the Lord is telling. In fact, Bhagavan is called Bhagavan because he possesses bhagas. Bhaga means opulence. He is telling, I don't care about them without my devotees. So for Lord, opulences are more or devotees are more? Devotees. And for us, when say, is the Lord more important or opulences are more important, we choose opulences. Edaragara putrapta pranan vittamimam param hitva mam sharanam yata khatam tam tyaktumutsahe. His Lord is telling why pure devotees are so dear to him. He is telling the reason. Since pure devotees give up their homes, yeah, wives, dara, homes, agara, children, putra, relatives, apta, riches, vittam, and even their lives, pranan, simply to serve me, without any desire for material improvement in this life or in the next. How can I give up such devotees at any time? He just told him, protect me. But he's explaining the whole philosophy to Durvāsā Muni that I cannot protect you. Because if who is more dear to me, it's you or Ambarīṣa, it is Ambarīṣa. Very clearly. Who is Durvāsā? At one place, Srila Prabhupada is telling in the one purport towards the end. Durvāsāscha swayam rudraha. Durvāsā is not different from Rudra. Yeah, of course, is put in this situation. But Lord is making it very clear. Not only my opulences, not even my, what you can say, direct expansions or this thing, including Lord Śiva, Lord Brahmā, or whoever, like, no, my empowered incarnations. More than that, I love my devotees. They are everything for me. Mayi nirbadda hridaya Sadhava Samadarshana Vashe kurvanti mam bhaktya Satsriya satpatim yatha. Durvāsā is telling, come on, what are you telling? You are Supreme Lord, you are Swarat, you are independent, and then your devotees listen to you. Please do something. Then he is telling, no. Mayi nirbadda hridaya. They control me so much. How much they control these sadhus? They control it just like Vashe kurvanti mam bhaktya satsriya satpatim yata. Just like the chaste ladies, how they control their husbands, that's how these devotees control me. So I am really not independent. I am dependent. Mayi nirbadda hridaya sadhava samadharshana. The sadhus are samadharshana. They have equal vision. Yeah. But they control me. They control me so much. As an example, just like how a chaste lady controls her husband. In this picture, who is this chaste lady? Diti. And that is Kashyapa. So, just like that, I am controlled by my devotees. Generally, we say that the husband who is controlled by wife, there is a name, hen-pecked husband. The Lord is telling, I am like hen-pecked husband. Like, I am controlled by my devotees. Like that. Vamanayaka. Yeah, Vamanayaka. That's another. Dakshina Nayaka. Matsevaya pratitam te Salokhyadi chatushtayam Nechanti sevaya purna Kutonyat kala viplutam. Very good, very good, very good. Your devotees are so nice. What do you want to give it to your devotees? He says, they don't want anything. He is saying, Mat sevaya pratitam te, by saturated with my service, in my loving service, by being engaged in my loving service, they do not care about salokhyadi chatushtayam, salokya, sarupya, samipya and sarishti. Why the Lord did not say sayujya? Why the Lord did not say Sahaja? That is never an option for devotees. Yeah, at least some devotees who are, they might be aspiring for this thing, when they are still like, Yoga Mishra Bhaktas. But they care a damn about merging into the Lord, losing their existence. He says, they don't even care. Salokhyadi chatushtayam na ichanti. They don't care about getting bodily features like me. They don't care about being with me. Even in my separation, they worship me. And they don't care about possessing the same opulences as I have. And they don't care about just being near to me. And on the same planet, Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya and Sarist. They do not care. Yeah. One time I was writing one article. Just introduction to Mukunda Mala as a part of my MPhil thesis. Why the name Mukunda came? One who giver of the liberation. Mukum dadati iti Mukunda. I did not like that. Because in the verses, they are telling I care a damn about liberation. When he has to put a name to the book, how can a devotee put Mukunda Mala, the Lord who gives liberation? Is that what is glorifying the Lord? Then I was thinking, no, there must be some other meaning for this thing. I am not satisfied with this name. Then in one place in Brahmā Purana, it said that Mukum means Bhakti Rasa Prema Vachanam. Mukum means Bhakti Rasa. Mukum is Bhakti. So Mukunda means one who gives Bhakti. Mukum dadati iti Mukunda. Because Kulashekara is telling in that shlokas in Mukunda Mala that I care a damn about liberation. Where did he say? Diviva bhuviva mamastuva se narakeva narakantaka upiva avadhirata sharadhada vindu maranepi chintayami. He is telling that I do not care whether I am in the planet Earth, whether I am in the hellish planet, wherever I am there, I do not care. I only want remembrance of your lotus feet. That means Mukunda, normal meaning of Mukunda, we say that the Lord one who gives liberation, that is not the That is not the full meaning of it. And he's telling, Sevaya Purna, they are very happy with doing such a seva to the Lord. They will not even worry about the 4 types of liberations. Then what to speak of Kala Viplutam, Anyat Kala Viplutam. Kala Viplutam means those other things which are destroyed in during due course of time, like Brahma Loka, all these planets are being destroyed in due course of time. Then why do they care about my devotees? My devotees do not care about all these lokas, 14 planetary systems and all the siddhis and everything, because they are saying, right, like na Nakha Prishtam, not even the planet of Dhruva. Na Parameshyam, not is the planet of Brahma. Na Rasa, na Sarvabhavam, not the, like, rulership over earth. Na Rasadhipatyam, not even the rulership over the lower planetary system. Na Yoga Siddhir, they do not care about the Yoga Siddhis. Apunar Bhavamba, they do not even care about liberation. That is what is devotees. So Mukunda means not just giver of liberation. Mukunda means one who gives bhakti. The intended meaning for the author, I wrote that it cannot be giver of liberation, it's giver of bhakti, because again and again he is rejecting liberation, he is praying for bhakti. Yeah. So here he is telling about my devotees do not care about anything. And one more profound statement the Lord is making. Sadhavo hrudayam mahyam. Sadhunam hrudayam tvaham. Madanyatte na jananti. Naham tebhyo managapi. Sadhavo hrudayam mahyam, the pure devotee is always within the core of my heart. Sadhunam hrudayam tu aham, and I am always in the heart of the pure devotees. Madanyatte na jananti, my devotees do not know anything else but me. Naham tebhyo managapi, and I do not know anyone else but them. In short, the Lord told, thank you very much, Durvāsā, you can go now. I care a damn about you. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. But while going, he will give one free advice, what he should do to be saved from this situation. Upayam katayishyami. Tava vipra shunushvatat. Ayam hyatma bhicharaste. Yatastvam yahimachiram. Sadhushu prahitam tejaha. Prahartu kurute shivam. Upayam katayishyami. I will tell you one idea. See, I cannot help you. I am not independent. No way I can help you. I cannot, because my devotees control me. I lost my heart and they decide everything and I am helpless. But I can tell you one idea. Thava vipra sunushvate. Oh Brahmana, if you want to hear, I can give you one idea. Ayam hi atma vicharaste yatastam yahi machiram sadhushu prahitam tejaha prahartu kurute shivam. Let me now advise for you, for your own protection. Please hear from me. By offending Maharaja Ambarīṣa, you have acted with self-envy. Therefore, you should go to him immediately without a moment's delay. Machiram. One's so-called prowess, when employed against the devotee, certainly harms he who employs it. Thus, it is the subject, not the object, who is harmed. So, if we want to harm a devotee, we will be harmed. That is the lesson. The Lord is telling that you wanted to harm him and you are now in this situation. Please go beg forgiveness from Ambariṣa. This is the idea I can give you. And one more, very important, please just bookmark this thing. Very important for devotees, this shloka. Tapo vidya cha vipranam nishreyasa kare ubhe te eva durvinitasya kalpete karturanyatha. He is telling there are two things that are very auspicious for Brahmana. One is tapasya, other one is learning, vidya. Tapasya and vidya, tapo and vidya, a Brahmana must have these things because they will bring auspiciousness to the Brahmanas. See, generally it is told that Yajnodanas tapaschaiva, Yajnodanam tapaschaiva, pavanani manishinam. These three things purify even the great souls, Yajna, Dana and Tapa. But here especially he is telling that for a Brahmana, in addition to the tapasya, he should also have learning. That learning and tapasya is auspicious. But te eva durvinitasya kalpete karturanyatha. But when acquired by a person who is not gentle, such austerity and learning are most dangerous. Those two things are very auspicious, they become very dangerous. Why is he telling that, anybody? How tapasya can be dangerous? Abhishek Prabhu? Just give a mic, speak on mic. Why is tapasya dangerous for a not gentle people?
With tapasya, he can get some, by Lord's mercy, he will get some benediction and all that. Then he will use that benediction in some.
Benedictions, they get some Shakti, that Shakti they will use in wrong purpose. Just like Durvāsā took one, like now hair, and he generated Kritya, the demon. Like that we see many people cursing sometimes, and also using them against devotees. Yeah. And how learning is dangerous? Huh? Just give mic to Vishal Prabhu. Increases pride, and also they can mislead people using that. Yeah. So that's why he's telling they are very, very dangerous also. They are very auspicious, but if you are not gentle, the very same things can be very dangerous. Brahmam stadgacha badram te nabhagatanayam nrupam ksamapaya mahabhagam tatashantir bhavishyati. You want relief, right? I cannot give you relief. I only can give an idea. Tatashantir bhavishyati. My idea is that you go take shelter of Ambarish Maharaj, you get shanti. Brahmams tad gacha. Please go there, gacha. Badramte, may all good fortune to you. Where should you go? Nabhagatanayam rupam. Who is that Nabhagatanaya? Ambarisha's father is Nabhaga. Nabhaga's father is Nabhaga. Nabhaga's father is Vaivasvat Manu. Yes, Vaivasvat Manu's father is Ikshvaku. No, Vaivasvat Manu's father. Nabhaga's father is Ikshvaka. Ikshvaku's father is Vaivasvat Manu. Vaivasvat Manu's father is Vivasvan. Vivasvan's father is Kashyapa. Kashyapa's father is Marichi. Marichi's father is Brahma. See, every time whenever we are hearing about a person, we should know the lineage. Ultimately, they have to come from Brahma. And we know Brahma comes from this thing. And it is told that Kashyapa's family is so big that if somebody don't have a family, they belong to Kashyapa family. Now, many times people say, what is my Gotra? It is told in Shastra that if Gotra is not known, we have to tell Kashyapa Gotra. And generally devotees say Achyuta Gotra. This Achyuta Gotra is only reserved for saffron sannyasi people, according to Shastra. If you are in that category, we can tell. Sometimes it is very funny. A devotee gets initiated. He takes his father and mother who are not initiated. They go to temple. Father tells one Gotra, son tells another Gotra. The pujari getting confused. Yeah, how can your father and son, if we have two different Gotras? Gotra will not change just by initiation. Remember this. And if Gotra changes, then nobody can get married to a devotee, because both Achyuta Gotra people, how can they get married? Shastra refuses same Gotra marriages. Yeah, then you have to, every devotee has to get married to a non-devotee. Yeah, if that is the case. Yeah, so don't introduce confusion. That is not there. Yeah, some people are telling. Some people tell that probably because they don't know what is Gotra. But everybody who is born in Bharat Bhumi, we can tell. Yeah, at least some relatives are you still alive. You can ask them, they will be able to tell your Gotra if you don't know. Yeah, but Achyuta Gotra is reserved only for the sannyasis, not for others. Yeah. So he's telling you, go there, you will get this thing. Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam Bhagavatadishto Durvāsā Chakratapitaha Ambarīṣam upavritya Tatpadau dukkito grahit. So, when thus advised by Lord Viṣṇu, Evam Bhagavata Adishtaha, Durvāsā Muni, who was very much harassed by the Sudarśana Chakra, Chakratapita. That means even when he is talking to Lord Viṣṇu, Chakra is still there giving trouble. Lord did not say, Sudarśana, stop now. He is talking to me. No, it is still going on. Immediately approached Maharaja Ambariṣa. Immediately means what time it is? It's almost a year. Yeah, because he has to come from Vaikuntha and then he has to pass through so many places and he has to. It is said that immediately, later it is said that it's 1 year. Yeah. Immediately approached Maharaja Ambariṣa, being very much aggrieved. The Muni fell down and clasped the king's lotus feet. Here also he is touching the feet. First thing. Tasya sodhyamamaviksha Padasparsha vilajjitaha Astavitadharerastram Kripaya pidito brusham. See that Ambarish, though he wanted to kill, Durvāsā wanted to kill him, Durvāsā was so angry, he did not say a single word to him, and then actually he had to break fast. Like 3 nights he didn't eat. After that 1 full year he didn't eat, because he said Durvāsā has to come, I have to give prasadam to Durvāsā, then only I can take meal. I only broke the fast, I took water, but I was actually waiting for Durvāsā. So he's felt very much ashamed. When Durvāsā touched his lotus feet, Maharaja Ambariṣa was very much ashamed. And when he saw Durvāsā attempting to offer prayers, because of mercy, he was aggrieved even more. He was actually already feeling bad that because of me this Brahmana is troubled. Now he is more, when he fell at his feet, he was ashamed. Thus he immediately began offering prayers to the great weapon of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now he offered prayers to the Sudarśana Chakra. Very wonderful prayers. We all recite together. Ambarīṣa Uvacha Tvamagnir Bhagavan Suryaha Tvam Somo Jyotisham Patihi Tvamapatvam Chitirvyoma Vayurmatrendriyani cha. Somebody please read translation.
Maharaja Ambarīṣa said, O Sudarśana Chakra, you are fire, you are the most powerful sun, and you are the moon, the master of all luminaries. You are water, earth, and sky. You are the air, you are the 5 sense objects, sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. And you are the senses also.
Yeah. Sudarśana namastubhyam Sahasrarachyuta priya Sarvastra ghatin vipraya Swasti bhuya idaspate.
O most favorite of Achyuta, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have thousands of spokes. O Master of Material World, Destroyer of all weapons, original vision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisance unto you. Kindly give shelter and be auspicious to this Brahmana.
He was begging Sudarśana Chakra, please, protect this Brahmana. But his Sudarśana is still not ready. Idaspate. We'll check. Tvam dharmastvam ritam satyam Tvam yagno khila yajna bhuk त्वं लोकपालः सर्वात्मा त्वं तेजः पौरुषं परम्
O Sudarśana, O Sudarśana, you are religion, you are truth, you are encouraging statements, you are sacrifice, and you are the enjoyer of the fruits of sacrifice. You are the maintainer of the entire universe, and you are the supreme transcendental progress in the hands of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the original vision of the Lord, and therefore you are known as Sudarśana. Everything has been created by your activities, and therefore you are all pervading.
Wonderful. Namastu Nabha Kila Dharma Setave Yadharma Sila Suradhuma Ketave Trailokya Gopaya Vishuddha Varchase मनोजवायाद्भुत कर्मणे गृणे
O Sudarśana, you have a very auspicious heart, and therefore you are the upholder of all religion. You are just like an inauspicious comet for the irreligious demons. Indeed, you are the maintainer of the three worlds. You are full of transcendental effulgence. You are as quick as the mind, and you are able to work wonders. I can simply utter the word Namaha, offering all obeisances unto you.
त्वत्तेजसा धर्ममयेन संहृतम् तमा प्रकाशश्च दृशो महात्मनाम् दुरत्ययस्ते महिमा गिरां पते त्वद्रूपमेतत् सदसत्परावरम्
Master of speech, by your effulgence, full of religious principles, the darkness of the world is dissipated, and the knowledge of learned persons or great souls is manifested. Indeed, no one can surpass your effulgence, for all things manifested and unmanifested, gross and subtle, superior and inferior, are but various forms of you that are manifested by your effulgence.
यदा विसृष्टस्त्वमञ्जनेन वै बलं प्रवृष्टो जितदैत्यदानवम् बाहूदरोर्वङ्घ्रिशिरोधराणि विसृज्य नजस्रं प्रधने विराजसे
O indefatigable one, when you are sent by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to enter among the soldiers of the Daityas and Danavas, you stay on the battlefield and unendingly separate their arms, bellies, thighs, legs and heads.
सत्वं जगत्प्राणखलप्रहार्णये निरूपितः सर्वसहो गदाभृता विप्रस्य चास्मात् कुलदैव हेतवे विदेहि भद्रं तदनुग्रहो हि नः
O protector of the universe, you are engaged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead as His all-powerful weapon in killing the envious enemies. For the benefit of our entire dynasty, kindly favor this poor Brahmana. This will certainly be a favor for all of us.
After glorifying so much, also Sudarshana is not ready to protect him. Then he is telling that for the benefit of our entire dynasty, kindly favor this poor Brahmana. This will certainly be a favor for all of us. Yadyasti dastam ishtam va swadharmo va swanushtitaha kulanno vipradaivam chet vijo bhavatu vijvaraha.
If our family has given charity to the proper persons, if we have performed ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifices, if we have properly carried out our occupational duties, and if we have been guided by learned Brahmanas, I wish in exchange that this Brahmana be freed from the burning caused by this.
See what he is telling. If our family has given charity to the proper persons, if we have performed ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifices, if we have properly carried out our occupational duties, and if we have been guided by learned Brahmanas, I wish in exchange that this Brahmana be freed from burning caused by Sudarshana. He is just putting on himself that, yeah, if you have done all this, it is true, please protect Durvāsā. Yadino Bhagavan Prita Ekas Sarva Gunashrayah Sarva Bhutatma Bhavena Vijo Bhavatu Vijvaraha.
If the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is one without a second, who is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities, and who is the life and soul of all living entities, is pleased with us, we wish that this Brahmana, Durvāsā Muni, be freed from the pain of being burned.
Yeah. Shri Shuka Uvacha Iti Samstuvanto Ragno Viṣṇu Chakram Sudarshanam Asamyat Sarvato Vipram Prahadat Rajayachnaya. Sukadeva Goswami continued, when the king offered prayers to Sudarśana Chakra and Lord Viṣṇu, because of his prayers, the Sudarśana Chakra became peaceful and stopped burning the Brahmana known as Durvāsā Muni. Finally, he says that if the Lord is pleased with me, O Sudarśana, let this Brahmana be saved. Then Sudarśana had to accept, because the Lord only saw Sadhavam, the sadhus are so close to me like Ambariṣa. And in fact, I lost my heart, Grastha Hridaya. I don't know anything other than my sadhus, my devotees. Then Sudarśana relieved. That's what Sukadeva Goswami continued. Samukto strangni tapena Durvāsā svastimastapaha Prashashamsatvam Urvisham Yunjana Paramashishaha. Durvāsā Muni, the greatly powerful mystic, was indeed satisfied when freed from the fire of Sudarśana Chakra. Thus he praised the qualities of Maharaja Ambarīṣa and offered him the highest benedictions. Durvāsā Uvacha Aho Ananta Dasanam Mahatvam Drishta Madhyame Kritagasopi Yadrajan Mangalani Samihase. Durvāsā is telling, Aho Ananta Dasanam. Today I have experienced the greatness of devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For although I have committed an offense, Kritagasopi Rajan, you have prayed for my good fortune. Mangalani Samihase. I wanted to kill you, but you wanted to protect me. I wanted to destroy me, but you wanted to save me. I wanted to destroy you, but you wanted to save me. So he was experienced the nature of a true devotee. Dushkarakonu sadhunam Dustyajo mahatmanam Yai sangrihito bhagavan Satvatam rishabho harihi. See this, how Durvāsa's realization, that is nothing but Lord Shiva's realization. For those who have achieved the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the master of the pure devotees, what is impossible to do and what is impossible to give up? See this, two things. Yeah, what is impossible to do? What is impossible to give up? Yeah, Prabhupada often used to say that impossible is a word in the fool's dictionary. Something we say that it is impossible, it cannot happen. Okay, it is impossible. Sometimes many things we also think like, no, it is impossible. It's not. It's simply not possible. No. But the Lord does something impossible. Sometimes, if you are little bit grateful to the Lord, we can see that happening in others' lives. We can also see that happening in our lives. Yeah, He will use devotees as instruments in achieving some impossible things sometimes. And also, what is impossible to give up? Normally, it's very difficult for people to give up anything in this world. But one who is a devotee of the Lord, no matter it is money, riches, opulences, he can do. Why is he telling? Ambarīṣa is like that because it's told in the beginning that he was ready. Lord also said, my devotees give up anything and everything for me, even life. And previously, Ambarīṣa's story also in the beginning, we read, same thing was told. Yannama shruti matrena Uman bhavati nirmalaha Tasya tirthapadha kimva Dasanam avashishyate. What is impossible for the servants of the Lord? By the very hearing of His holy name, one is purified. Just because they chant the holy names always, for them, nothing is impossible because the power of holy names is immeasurable. One can achieve anything by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Rajan anugrahitoham Tvayati karunatmana Madhagam prishtatah kritva Pranayanme abhirakshita. O King, overlooking my offenses, you have saved my life. Thus, I am very much obliged to you because you are so merciful. Rajatam akritaharaha Pratyagamana kankshaya Charana upasangrahya Prasadya samabhojaya. Expecting the return of Durvāsā Muni, the king had not taken his food. I told the period is 1 year. Therefore, when the sage returned, the king fell at his lotus feet, pleasing him in all respects and fed him sumptuously. So sitva dhritamanitam Atityam sarvakamikam Triptatma nripatim praha Bhujyatamiti sadharam. Thus the king respectfully received Durvāsā Muni, who after eating varieties of palatable food was so satisfied that with great affection he requested the king to eat also, saying, please take your meal. Pritosmyanugrahitosmi Tava bhagavatasya vai Darshanasparshanaalapai Atityenatmamedhasa. Durvāsā Muni said, I am very pleased with you, my dear king. At first, I thought of you as an ordinary human being and accepted your hospitality. But later I could understand by my own intelligence that you are the most exalted devotee of the Lord. Therefore, simply by seeing you, touching your feet and talking with you, I have been pleased. and have become obliged to you. Now he is telling, not because of your atidya, your darshana, your sparsha, your very presence itself. I have purified, I understood this thing, that you are the great, great devotee of the Supreme Lord. Karma vadatame tatte gayanti svastriyo muhu kirtim parama punyam cha kirtayishyasi bhuriyam. All the blessed women in the heavenly planets will continuously chant about your spotless character at every moment, and the people of this world will also chant your glories continuously. Even heavenly planets, your story will be sung. Durvāsā is blessing. All the ladies in all the heavenly planets, they gossip only about you, they talk only about you. And here also, everybody will talk about your glories. Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam Sankirtya Rajanam Durvāsā Paritoshitaha Yayau Vihaya Samantriya Brahmaloka Mahaitukam. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, thus being satisfied in all respects, the great mystic yogi Durvāsā took permission and left, continuously glorifying the king. Through the skyways he went to Brahmaloka, which is devoid of agnostics and dry philosophical speculators. So he went to Brahmaloka, probably to share with Brahma what happened afterwards, because he didn't know. No, Brahma said, I cannot help you. So he went to Brahmaloka. And many great sages also say, in Janaloka, Tapoloka and Brahmaloka. Tapoloka and Brahmaloka, many great sages are there. That is why the day and night of Brahma, other people cannot see. Bhagavad Gita says that only the people in the Janaloka, Tapoloka and Brahmaloka, they can only see Brahma's day and night. Ahoratra vidojana. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, it ends like that. Ahoratra vidojana means, aha means day, ratri means night. Ahoratra vidojana means those who know day and night. So they know, because we don't know. Because when Brahma's night comes, we are gone. Those planets are still there, so they will be able to see. Yeah. Samvatsarotya gatavat Yavata nagato gataha Munitad darshanākaṅksho Raja bhaksho bhabuvaha. Durvāsā Muni had left the place of Maharaja Ambarīṣa, and as long as he has not returned, for one complete year the king had fasted, maintaining himself simply by drinking water. So 1 full year he was only drinking water, but he didn't eat. After Durvāsā came, he gave him prasadam and ate. Remember, he was doing 1 whole year Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi in Mathura. Now he had to wait 1 more year. In that time only he was doing Nirjala once in every Ekadashi. 3 nights he was fasting and he was doing. But now 1 whole year he fasted. Gateta Durvāsā Ambarīṣo Vijopayogati pavitra mahara Risher vimoksham vyasanam cha viksha Mene svaviryam cha paranubhavam. After 1 year, when Durvāsā Muni had returned, King Ambariṣa sumptuously fed him all varieties of pure food, and then he himself also ate. When the king saw that the Brahmana Durvāsā had been released from the great danger of being burnt, he could understand that by the grace of the Lord, he himself was also powerful. But he did not take any credit, for everything had been done by the Lord. He understood that it happened because of this, but we should not take credit for this thing. Evam vidhaneka gunassa raja Paratmani brahmani vasudeve క్రియాకలాపై సమువాహ భక్తిం యయా విరించాన్ నిరయాంశ్చకార. In this way, because of devotional service, Maharaja Ambariṣa, who was endowed with varieties of transcendental qualities, was completely aware of Brahman, Paramatma and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus executed devotional service perfectly. Because of his devotion, he thought even the topmost planet of this material world no better than the hellish planets. He realized Brahman, he realized Paramatma, he realized Bhagavan. That is a complete, full, final realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shri Shuka Uvacha Athambarīṣastanayeṣu rādyam Samānaṣīleṣu viṣṛujya dhīraha Vanam viveshatmani vasudeve Manodhadadvastaguna pravaha. Sri Shukadeva Goswami continued thereafter. Because of his advanced position in devotional life, Maharaja Ambariṣa, who no longer desired to live with material things, retired from active family life. He divided his property among his sons who were equally as qualified. Samānaṣīleṣu, they are just like him. And his wife also, it is told earlier, Samashila. She's like him. He divided his property among his sons who were equally as qualified, and he himself took the order of Vanaprastha and went to the forest to concentrate his mind fully upon Lord Vasudeva. Ityetat punyamakhyanam Ambarīṣasya bhūpate Sankirtayanna nudhyayan Bhakto bhagavato bhavet. Anyone who chants this narration or even thinks of this narration about the activities of Maharaja Ambariṣa certainly becomes a pure devotee of the Lord. This is the blessing for us. We chanted everything, and by the blessings of Shukadeva Goswami, we also will become pure. Ambarīṣasya charitam Te shruṇvanti mahatmanaha Muktim prayanti te sarve Bhaktya Viṣṇu prasadataha. By the grace of the Lord, those who hear about the activities of Maharaja Ambariṣa, the great devotees certainly becomes liberated or become devotees without delay. So all of us, because we were reading, hearing this thing, it is a blessing, Falashruti given for chanting this and hearing this pastime. Hare Krishna. Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. If anybody has any questions, comments, we can quickly take 2 questions and then we can move on. Anybody has questions, take a mic. I think our Dirshant Prabhu.
Thank you. There are 2 questions. One is there was a verse in which it's mentioned that a person who is learning for a Brahmā, learning and the austerity. So then it was natural, if it is gentle then it is good, if it is not gentle then it is not good.
Correct.
So in these scriptures do we find any a definition of what is gentle? How we can distinguish between gentle?
What is gentle, what is not gentle? Gentle is one who has mrudu swabhava. There are characteristics for Brahmanas mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also and other scriptures also. What did Bhagavad Gita say about Brahmanas? Shemo damat tapas saucham shanti rajyamevacha jnanam astikyam vijnanam brahma karma swabhavajam. So these are the qualities of Brahmana. Shema, Dhamma. That is, one has to have bodily control, mind control, and also quality of forgiveness and simplicity, arjava. So if these qualities are there, these 2 are auspicious, learning and tapasya. If these are not there, they lose for whatever reason. One becomes proud. Then these very two things which are auspicious, they actually turn out to be dangerous.
All the Brahminical qualities means that the person is gentle.
Brahminical qualities means the person is gentle. Yes, without the Brahminical qualities, person cannot be gentle. Because most important thing is also speech control, mind control, body control. Yeah.
Why people call Brahmana as Brahmana? Like, how he can be gentle?
How he can be gentle? Ravana also underwent such a great tapasya. Yeah. Why Ravana is called Brahmana? In general, though Krishna says Chaturvarnam Maya Shushtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha, I created the 4 Varnas based on Guna and Karma, which is true. But at the same time, you cannot completely get rid of birth also. This Guna and Karma is also coming from the previous birth. So birth is also in relation. You generally see an exception that Brahmana son is not Brahmana, Kshatriya son is not Kshatriya. And that is actually told, oh, this person, Shringi, is like Vijabandhu, or this person is like Kshatrabandhu, or this person is like a Vaishyabandhu. But in general, like means they are qualified like this thing. So birth also has its role. Ravana Brahma is called Ravana Brahma because
Nowhere in the scriptures
itself it is given.
It's called Ravanasura only. Only in movies, no, they say Ravana Brahma.
Yeah, that is true. But he is son of Kashyapa. Son of Vishwavasu. Ravana is son of a Brahmana. So he is a Brahmana. And also he performed so much of austerity. He was good earlier. Also it is said that in fact in Vedas, some of them, like the way Ravana recited looks like nobody else recited like that. Rudram, Chamakam, the prayers, that how Ravana glorified Lord Shiva, no one else has done.
He is the example for that verse. He is not gentle, so
It is,
tapasya and,
his tapasya became dangerous, his learning became dangerous. For not only for him, but everybody, entire Lanka. Yeah.
But we see many popular Brahmanas are like Bhrigu, Chavana, Durvāsā. They're all like, nobody called them Brahmavadis, but they were popular as
It's not that one time one becomes angry, become a Brahmavad. It's not like that. Shungi becoming angry is not wrong. He has given such a big punishment to the king. That's when that term is used for him. Ashwadhama also, when he killed the small children, that's when that term is used for them. Yeah. But in general, Brahmana son is a Brahmana, Kshatriya son is Kshatriya. Normally, you see so many people doing families. Ambani's son is Ambani, he still does the business. His son is another Ambani, he will still do the business. Yeah. So we don't have to this thing. Of course, some may be very good and some may not be very good. Birth has its role. You cannot completely cut off that thing. Why Brahmana is called as Brahmana? Is born in a Brahmana family. Yeah. And also he performed previously the Brahminical life that is there. But eventually he gave up because he told these two became dangerous for him. Yeah, because he was not so gentle. Yeah. Especially troubled many women. They cursed many of them. Ravana, like that. Yeah.
The next one is like your Gotra, you told that only sannyasis and brahmacharis.
Not brahmacharis, sannyasis only. Yeah.
Sannyasis can use this.
Can use sannyasis before taking sannyasa. Recently I attended one sannyasa ceremony in Bombay. So they will say that you have now cut off all your ties with your family. And this thing, they do ceremony for that. And then they actually bring them into Achyuta Gotra. Yeah. We cannot say like that, I am cut off from my family and this thing. That is an offense actually. Even great people, they are telling which Vamsha they came from, which Gotra they came from. Ultimately, we are all coming from the Rishis, the Brahma's sons. The Gotra started from them. Finally, if you go, for example, many people you find it's Markandeya. Yeah. So it's like that. It's coming from the great sages. So we cannot say that, oh, I don't belong to them and I only belong to Achyuta Gotra. Yeah. This entire creation took place through Brahma and his sons. Yeah, it's just like that. One step at a time. People say, no, I only want to get initiation from Prabhupada. Why only Prabhupada? Then directly you can get from Krishna also. Yeah, and then you just become whatever you want to become. Gotra also same concept. We are rejecting everybody and saying that only Achyuta Gotra. It is same, similar, it's one Ritvikism. We also adopt. That's Ritvik philosophy. No? These are not qualified. My parents are not devotees and these rishis are all like, they also have some desires and they are not pure devotees. And finally nobody is there. It's Achyuta. Between you and him. So you say, I'm Achyuta Gotra. When marriage ceremony is performed for Lord Rama, his Gotra is told is Vaṣṭha Gotra. Yeah, we see that. Anyone else? Girish Prabhu has some question. No. Anybody else? Yes. Take mic. Because when we are recording, question is not coming, only answer is coming. And we are forgetting sometimes what question we gave the answer.
9:5:16.
9:5:16. We'll go back. Yeah.
Here it's Ennama is now the discussion happening about the clothes of devotees. It is Ennama is referred to the Lord's name or it's devotees' name?
Very good question. Yennama shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmalaha. Tasya tirtha padak kimva dasanam avashishyate. Yeah, it could be applied to both. Yet means generally it is referred to Supreme Lord only. Yeah.
By the glories of whose name, the Dasa is separately given. So Yennama refers to Supreme Lord.
Supreme Lord only. Anyone else? Yes, Jyoti Prabhu. Last question.
Previous question which mentioned
Austerity. Yeah. Everybody is behind that verse. Yeah. Yes. And we don't have to too much worry about the verse because we neither do austerity nor do learning. So it's not applicable for us. So we can be peaceful. Yeah. Yes.
Learning, you said it can increase pride.
Yeah.
How the gentleness is connected to increasing pride or wrongly influencing because of the learning.
Yeah. That's why when we learn something, when we also perform some austerity, we have to see others also. When we go and see others, what they are doing, then naturally we'll understand. Yeah. That how small is our position. Yeah. When we go to Vrindavan or any other holy places, there's so many people are so simple, they are performing so many austerities and there's so much learned, but how simple and how gentle they are, looking at them, we understand. But if we are just be to ourselves, right, in our group and our own house or our own domain or this thing, like, then we will not know. Yeah, maybe doing one Nirjala Ekadasi a year and reading some few pages a month, we feel that we are performing like austerity and learning. But when we go and see how others are doing, that this thing. Recently, myself and Vishal Prabhu met one person, Penna Madhusudan Rao. He is a Telugu person and he got job in Maharashtra. He happened to stay 25 years in Maharashtra. He learned Marathi. One day he was going somewhere and somehow he said one poem. One lady was also heard. It's a very nice poem, sir. Why don't you write some book, something like Sanskrit, he told. But somebody told him something in Marathi, immediately he told something in Sanskrit. Then she said, why don't you translate Gyaneshwari in this thing. Gyaneshwari is, right, it's a commentary on Bhagavad Gita in a poem form, Marathi. Like for all 700 slokas, there are 3,000 poems, like that 3,000 Marathi slokas. This person immediately told, it's the call of the Lord. Lord is telling me to do that, I will do. And he don't know Marathi so much, he can little bit speak, that's all. Then he learned. And then that Marathi is also some 13th century, 14th century Marathi. For every single sloka, he wrote a Sanskrit sloka. He gave me the book the other day, Gyaneshwari, it is there in the room. So you see, and you go and we may translate some Ashtakam here and there, Jagannath Ashtakam, Damodar Ashtakam, some Telugu, and we go and we become proud of our learning. See that person, he was telling so simple. That's not the only thing, he did so many other things. And he is not an ISKCON devotee, very simple. He is doing his job in Sanskrit Academy. doing proofreading that day when we went and discussing like that. So we have to understand there are so many people and how it is. So we can be proud and not gentle, and we can be this thing when we are confined to our own zone or our own domain. But when we go out and see other this thing, we went to Kurukshetra, and I was just asking, anybody can arrange accommodation, something. I asked one Kripaluji, he said, I have one contact, you meet him. So he gave me his number to me, and he gave my number to him also. I didn't call him. I said, I'll just call one day before, and we are in Monday. He kept on calling me every day, when you are coming, how many people are coming, what time will come, what should I arrange for you, what do you want to eat, and when can I. Then I kept on calling me. I was a little bit irritated also. Why is he calling me so much? Then finally we went, and it was in the late night, and there was a laser show in Nirek Kurukshetra, like no, Jaya Vishwarupa farm and this thing. He was arranging that laser show also for us. He said, it's there, you come. He came on bike. He said, all of you give me your luggage. I'll go and put it in the car. You can see this laser show. I said, okay, but we were not very sure as a new person. I told Vishal Prabhu, you go and keep the luggage. I'll be here, like that. But then he was asking. Then finally I was asking him next day, like, how did you land up in Kurukshetra? He was telling me a story that initially he read Bhagavad Gita as it is. Somebody gave him, he was a Ayyappa going in train, and then somebody gave him Bhagavad Gita. Then he started reading. He didn't understand anything in Bhagavad Gita. Then he left it. But after some time he found some guru. Then he started slowly understanding Bhagavad Gita. Then once he realized how great Bhagavad Gita is there, he decided that I have to go to that place where Bhagavad Gita is spoken. Then he came to Kurukshetra. He said that any genuine devotees of the Lord who read Bhagavad Gita, definitely they will come to Kurukshetra. So I will not go back. I will stay here and serve them. He was also serving because we are coming to Kurukshetra. Like that, every person who is coming, he was serving there. And every day he reads entire Bhagavad Gita. We read along with him. He also sat and he read like that. Whoever comes, they'll go and they'll cook prasadam. He found some Telugu people there when we were reading. And those people, he said, come, I'll give you prasadam. They told, okay, we'll come. They went. By the time they went, prasadam was not ready. So those people told, we have so many sightseeing things are there, we cannot wait for your thing. Thank you very much, sir. And they left. Then after prasadam is ready, he was chasing, where are you, where are you? He was running by bike and giving them prasadam. And then came back. Then he was telling us that. See, that simple person, but his concept is that devotees will come to Kurukshetra. I want to serve them. He told, while I was just, one Mataji is in hospital and we were praying for Pawan Prabhu's wife. And he said, you please pray for my wife also. I asked, what happened to your wife? He said, my wife is in hospital. Then I asked him, what are you doing here? He said that my sons will take care, but I want to take care of all you people who come here, Kurukshetra. So I am here only. And then this thing is saying, of course, it's Vanaprastha is 77-year-old. You cannot also find fault with that. Yeah, that's all right that you get this thing. And he said, after giving everything, he had 60 lakh rupees after giving to children and wife, whatever. He took all that money and he purchased one land in Kurukshetra and is building now some rooms. He said, you people come. In fact, he was telling me, after I die, my children will not come. And the other person who sent you, his children also will not come. You people at least come and take this. You bring devotees here and chant Bhagavad Gita here. Like that, he took us to that place where he was constructing and calling us that you please come back here. Like that. So we have so many wonderful people like that. When we meet them, then we understand how insignificant we are and how small we are and compared to what those people are. Yeah. Hare Krishna.